Howdy folks, Keywii here, and welcome back to Doki Doki Literature Club Plus, where I'm regretting my decision to play this suddenly, because oh boy, I didn't consider that we're just going straight back through hell, aren't we? We went there, we crawled our way back out, and it was good, and we're only here because there's more shit on the other side, but I have to start on this side, and we're fucking dipping down now. No music? Okay. Let's begin. Why? You don't want to get any closer with anyone else? Wait. Of course I do. That doesn't mean I need to try so hard to impress them. I still understand you the most, Sayori. I know you have to sometimes put up with me, and I have to sometimes put up with you. But, that's what friends do. We have a wavelength or whatever. This is how the poem came out. Sometimes it feels like you're the only exciting thing in my life. So sometimes it's easier to write when thinking about you. Sayori? No. Keywii. I don't deserve this. Oh, God. It hurts. You're too nice to me. Why are you doing this? Sayori has trouble keeping her voice steady all of a sudden. If you had fun with everyone else instead, this would be so much easier. Sayori! I'm gonna turn to me and make sure no one has noticed this. Sayori. I've probably never said this before, but I don't understand what you're feeling right now. Tell me what will cheer you up. Sayori shakes her head. She sniffles and keeps shaking her head. Finally, she gathers herself and puts on a smile. It's nothing, Keywii. It's just a little rain cloud. I'm sorry you had to see that. I promise it won't happen again. Just smiles from everyone, okay? That's all that matters. Go play with everyone else. I'm gonna go home a little bit early today. Sayori. Tell Monica I wasn't feeling well, okay? I'll see you tomorrow. Before I can say anything else, Sayori cheerfully walks out of the classroom, humming to herself. Because that's fucking awesome. Hey, Monica. God, we're getting right back into it, aren't we? Ah, Keywii. Have you thought about what you want to submit to perform at the festival? Well, being in the club is one thing, but performing in front of a bunch of people? Ugh. It's the worst. Even though, as a person, me, I did acting a lot. Performing in front of people is awesome, and I love it. I have to give it some more thought. Okay, no pressure. But whatever you do, I'm sure it'll turn out great. It would also make me happy to see. Anyway, let's take a look at today's poem. Sure. I'm gonna take the poem I'm holding in my hands. It's pretty good. Makes me think it's Sayori, like the other one you wrote. You two are like the dynamic duo. Yeah, it's kind of exaggerating it. Yeah, probably. But you do spend a lot of time with her, even in this club, don't you? Then again, I don't blame you for being a little shy. I'm not shy, I'm a guy, not shy. It's rhymes, but it's not the same way. It's just, I'm just teasing you. I know it takes a bit more time to make friends with everyone. But Yuri and Natsuki are super interesting people, so don't be afraid to give them their share of time. You can talk to me every now and then, too. It's not like unapproachable or anything, am I? No, it's nothing like that. I'm just still getting used to being here, that's all. It's even been a week. Like, calm down. Yeah. I'm sorry if I was putting pressure on you or something. I really didn't mean it like that. Nah, don't worry. I get what you're saying. Well, alright. Anyway, I'll share my poem with you now, alright? Yeah, alright. Hang on. Let me grab my wrist glove. Hand is hurting. The lady that knows who knows everything. An old tale tells of a lady who wanders Earth. The lady who knows everything. A beautiful lady who has found every answer, all meaning, all purpose. And that was all that was ever sought. And here I am, a feather, lost adrift the sky, the victim of the currents of the wind. Day after day I search with little hope, knowing legends don't exist. But when all else failed me, when all others have turned away, the legend of all that remains, the last dim star glimmering in the twilight sky. Until one day the wind ceases to blow. I fall, and I fall and fall and fall even more, gentle as a feather, a dry quill, expressionless. But a hand catches me between the thumb and forefinger, the hand of a beautiful lady. I look at her eyes and find no end to her gaze. The lady who knows everything knows what I'm thinking, before I can speak, and responds in a hollow voice. I have found every answer, all of which amount to nothing. There is no meaning, there is no purpose, and we seek only the impossible. And I am not your legend. Your legend does not exist. With a breath, she blows me back afloat, and I pick up a gust of wind. You know, I feel like learning and looking for answers are the sorts of things that give life meaning. Not to get too philosophical or anything, but it was kind of on my mind, so that's what I wrote about. I see. I never really put much thought into it. In a way, it's almost paradoxical. Because if we had all the answers, wouldn't the world start losing its meaning? You know, there's one thing I noticed. Seems like everyone in the club prefers writing about things that are more sad than happy. Well, are you surprised? I mean, if everything was okay, we wouldn't really have anything to write about, would we? Wrong. Love poetry. Also, poetry based on emotion includes happy emotions. The positive ones. The warmth. I fucking wrote poetry because I was feeling unnaturally good that one day. Humans aren't two-dimensional creatures. I think we'd know better. I think you'd know that better than anyone. You mean one-dimensional? Heh, yeah, that. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Yeah, there's lots of hints dropped, and it's good for that particular regard. Are you ever too shy to share your writing because you're afraid it's not that good? Not at all. I share with everyone. It can be really disheartening to get a lukewarm response to something you put so much into. Yeah, I do get that. I just don't let it bother me. I've matured since to the point where, like, I mean, if people don't like it, then that's fair. You don't have to. Specifically for poetry, it's excruciatingly specific to, like, just it's opinionated. It's opinion. It's not fact. Nothing about it is right or wrong. It's just the way I feel, and you can't really be wrong about your feelings. That's just life. If we find other people who enjoy writing, then sharing becomes a lot easier. Because instead of just telling you that your writing is good or okay or bad, they'll want to focus more on everything that went into it, and the things you can work on. So much more encouraging that way, and it will make you want to continue improving. It's almost like having your own little literature club, don't you think? Well, it's bigger than this literature club, but yeah. That's my advice for today. Find a group of like-minded people so you can echo chamber. Thanks for listening. Okay, you three. We're all done sharing poems, right? Why don't we start figuring out... Hold on a second. Is it just me or did you say something strange right now? Eh? Something did sound a bit unusual. That's right. You deviated from your usual catchphrase when addressing the club. Catchphrase? I don't have a catchphrase. You have a catchphrase. Catchphrases are stupid. Jeez. Why is the mood so weird today? Look, even Neri isn't immune to it. Ooh. Stagnating air is common foreshadowing that something terrible is about to happen. Yeah, at this point, I believe in the original playthrough, I was like freaking out, like, oh my god, something's wrong. But right now, I'm good. Because I know. In your books, maybe. Look, the only thing different is that Sayori isn't here. It seems you're right. Sayori always helps lighten the mood a little bit, doesn't she? It's almost like everyone's thrown off balance a little when she's not around. What the heck did you run off to anyway? I thought she just went to pee. Natsuki, please show some decency. Oh, come on. She actually wasn't feeling so well, so she went home early. Is that so? I hope she's alright. Seriously? Of all the times not to go home with her, you pick the time she's not feeling well? So much for you two being all lovey-dovey. No. Okay, first of all, stop misunderstanding my relationship with Sayori. And second, fucking shut up. She's kind of been avoiding me all day, so I didn't want to force it. Oh. A curious expression coming from Yuri of all people? Calm down, guys. I talked to her earlier and everything is fine, including the part where she's not here now and also she's been weird all day. What did she say? Nothing. Anyway, let's look this way where I want you to look. We need to figure out the rest of the festival preparations, so let's decide what everyone will be doing this weekend. Wow, my brain just stopped for a moment there. I have to know what I'm doing. That's right. That's what people making cupcakes. We might need a lot of them in different flavors. You ain't all that by yourself, Natsuki? Challenge accepted. As for myself, I'm going to be printing and assembling all the poetry pamphlets. Sora will be helping me design them. And as for Yuri, you can, how good are you at construction? We could build a stand. Guys, can you help me come up with something for Yuri? I'm useless. No. That's not it at all. Not what I was talking about. You're the most talented person here, you know. With construction. To build the stand. And Can you make forks out of wood for the cupcakes? And Natsuki's pouting too? Geez, even I can tell now. I guess I never gave Sayori enough credit, but I can tell things are even harder on you when she's not around. That may be the case. But if I can't also be a leader on my own, then I won't grow as a person. Yeah, trial by fire is one way to go about it. That's how I've learned the majority of the things I've learned in my life. So, Yuri. You have beautiful handwriting, you know? So you should make some banners and decorations to help set the atmosphere. Atmosphere? What about that? I love atmosphere. Here's the expression suddenly changes as she stares at her desk in focus and starts nodding to herself. Yes, 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 a desk. Your mind is already racing, I see. Well, that's great. You'll be a wonderful help, Yuri. But anyway, that just leaves you, Keywii. The one who is truly useless. Well, don't say that. In fact, both Natsuki and Yuri have some pretty heavy tasks to handle. Probably go a long way. It would probably go a long way to give one of them a hand. You always help me out as well. I'd be really appreciative of that. So, to recap, Monica noticed that we were getting close to Sayori and changed that. And now she's gently, not so heavily, but gently suggesting that I help her after saying, "Oh yeah, these two have really big problems to deal with." But also, at no point does she say, "Hey, what can you bring or provide?" So you know, that. Well, that's I was suggesting they spend the weekend with one of my club members. How on earth are they going to respond to a suggestion like that? I suppose I wouldn't mind a bit of help. Well, even if you don't know how to bake, there's always some dirty work I could give to you. It's not like Monica's going to give me a choice, and you shouldn't be sitting on your butt anyway. Natsuki takes tries to mumble a bunch of excuses like that. If I recall, Natsuki, you mentioned that you would like to handle the baking on your own. Keywii may not like to be around if you only make him out to be a nuisance. So, therefore, he may be more suited to assisting with the decorations. Now hold on! I never said that. Take my words out of context. You're extrapolating things that I did not say. How hard can it be to make a few decorations, anyway? Sounds more like you're trying to make excuses for Keywii to... What are you saying? It will be extremely meticulous work. And baking isn't? Just what do you think? Guys, like, calm down. Just settle down for a moment. In the end, I think it's up to Keywii to decide how he'll like to contribute. Yeah, can I, like, do advertising? You're doing, like, pamphlets or whatever, but that's not exactly advertising. I can make posters specifically say, hey, here we go, we're doing this. I can talk to the student council, set up some, like, a specific location for it. I can do all that shit. You guys don't need me. Besides, he hasn't really got the chance to spend any time with me yet, So I'm sure he's interested. I haven't really spent time with Natsuki either. You literally just said... I'm surprised as well. Sorry. I was just saying though. He hasn't spent time with me. Jeez. Can we settle this already? Yeah. Keywii, you're okay with this, right? In the end, it's up to you. Of course. Huh. Very well. In that case, everyone looks straight at me. But of course, I'm going to go with... So last time I chose Sayori, and this was like, oh yeah, no, go with someone else. And then I chose Natsuki because Monica I was afraid of at the time, and Yuri seemed kind of boring. And now all other YouTubers basically went with Yuri. Almost all. I don't know. Anyway, I'm gonna go with Sayori because I'm just gonna choose that. I mean, what the fuck? Well, since I'm here anyway. Save over that one. Yep. And then take a look at what's changed. Pictures. Home. Yeah. Get some music in there. Yeah, there you go. Alright. Let's go back to the game. Serenity Forge. Game is not suitable for children and those who are easily disturbed. I know that. I've learned that myself. I'm gonna load the game. Back where I left it. Yep. It's gonna be anyone that I prefer helping Sayori. I mean, we're already neighbors and... But Monica said that Sayori was helping her. Jeez. Do you really hate us that much? Okay, fine, shut up. No. Sorry, I didn't mean for this to be difficult. Just thinking of the club, okay? Oh, well, everyone's so against me helping Sayori help Monica. I guess they're both off the table. Whoops. But yeah, no, everyone usually goes with Yuri, so I'm gonna go with Natsuki again. Oh, baking sounds like it could be fun. You guys made it sound like a lot of work, so I could probably use 2 people. Don't worry. Did I do the wrong voice? Probably did. Baking is a ton of fun. You'll definitely agree. Eh? Just a minute ago you were saying that. But that's because... Shut up. Never mind, okay? Well, anyway. You'll be fine by yourself, right, Yuri? Of course. I'm used to it, after all. That's good. Even though Yuri's being melodramatic, it's a little hard not to feel bad. So, that's everything, right? Anything else we need to talk about? No, I think that's it. Are you guys excited? Yes? Everything's except the performance is going to be awesome. Yeah, I don't think that really counts. What about you, Keywii? Me? Yeah, I guess you could say I'm interested to see how it all turned out. Well, that's good enough for me. You'll never find out, but you know, it's good to have goals, I guess. What about you, Yuri? Yuri? You're still sulking. Natsuki starts pouting too. It's not... I mean, it's not a big deal or anything. Well, it might not be just that. I think that Yuri might just be feeling a little underappreciated in general. And to come up with something for her to do, then nobody offering to help. Well, that doesn't mean... That doesn't mean... Natsuki glances back and forth between everyone with a worried expression. Look, Atsuki goes over and puts her hand on Yuri's shoulder. Yuri, you really are the most talented one here, and you're going to help make the event a lot more fun and welcoming. I mean, the cupcakes will probably help a lot too, but they're going to make the atmosphere special. That's really important for the way that people feel during the performances. So, you need to stop being dumb and give yourself a little credit. Atsuki releases her hand and turns around to face the other direction. And that'll be it. Thank you guys so much for watching. I, of course, am Keywii. You've been great too, and yourself a delightful day. Love you all. Goodbye.